We have an official mission statement, but I'll put it in my own words, and that's to have the very best of care in a place called home. It is the residents' home themselves. We want to serve them exactly like they want to be served. It needs to be resident-centered. We need to give them every choice that we possibly can. They need to be in charge of their life.
Independent living is the best choice for someone who is ready to downsize from their current living situation. They're ready to travel. They're ready to have fun with friends. They don't want to do housekeeping anymore. They don't want to do the lawn. They don't want to cook for themselves anymore. And they're just ready to come in and kind of take it easy.
So with the assisted living, it is a campus where actually residents come that do require some type of assistance, whether it be assistance with their activities of daily living, showering, dressing, grooming, assistance with medications.
The Scenic campus is designed to treat and care for residents whose clinical needs have risen to the level where it's just become too difficult, if not overwhelming in some cases, to take care of them at home.
To work with Wesleyan homes, a lot of times we feel or say we have to have a special calling to do this.
I have the opportunity to touch many lives of not just the residents, but also the families. This is an answer to prayers for many people. We have a very long waiting list, and the families want to make sure that their parents are in a place where they are comfortable, where they're making friends, where they're being taken care of, and they can feel confident leaving them with us.
I truly try to have families and residents not remember what I say, but remember how I make them feel every day. And that is a calling. It's truly how we give our care every single day to each and every one of our residents.
I believe that God brings you to where you're at any moment in time for a purpose. And I think it's our responsibility and my responsibility to be acutely aware of what that purpose may be.
They have a heart for the work. I think God has brought us some special people. And the elders that we serve, I think, bring the best out in us, and that's the blessing.
And I'm so happy to show my friends and my family Wesleyan. It's such a lovely place, and the staff is so friendly.
The thing I like best about living at the Wesleyan is the camaraderie, I guess you'd say, the fellowship, the people and their interactions with one another, and our administrators who really make this all possible.
We came to the Wesleyan so excited about leaving one home that we'd been in for 20 years and getting rid of 57 years of accumulation.
And as far as I was concerned, we'd reached the age where I was getting tired of all the outdoor work and the maintenance and upkeep and the expenses of living in a home just for the two of us.
Well, being in the ministry of the church for 50 years, I wanted to go to a place when I retired that would have trust and respect. And in the Wesleyan, I found it.
The Wesleyan is the first home that I've worked at and the first organization that was faith-based, nonprofit, and I didn't think I would see the differences that I've seen. It's not that we get someone up in the morning, but it's how you do it. It's how you wake an individual up in the morning. It's not that you help someone with their dining experience, but how you do that. It's with the patience that you provide. It's with the attention to detail that you provide. It's doing it with a certain care and compassion and empathy. So there is something intangible about the Wesleyan way in that it's how you do something.
Our wellness program is basically the heart of this community. It is in every single thing that we do, from our activities, our social programming, to our church services, to the food that we provide. It is everything.
We have every ability level class, from the most basic to pretty advanced for seniors. I have balance class, putting, yoga, silver sneakers based classes where it's chair exercise. You can either be seated or standing in my classes. We have a little of something for everyone. At the Wesleyan Scenic, we have a great rehab facility.
Specifically designed for residents who've had an acute change of condition. Perhaps it's been a fall or a stroke or a setback of some sort, and then we have programs that are designed to rehabilitate a resident back to their prior level of functioning and then transition them back into the community safely.
The one that come out of the hospital, they come in and they come to our rehab wing mainly to get better and then to go home.
And when people leave there, oftentimes they think, okay, I've graduated, I'm done, and I'm here to tell you, no, you're not. I love to get people back into class right away when they get here. We have everything in our gym that you would use if you were at our rehab facility. And I get you in there and hopefully keep you active when you leave the Wesleyan at Scenic Rehab.
The patient comes first always, and they are treated as a person, not just a part here, a part there. The idea is to get them to be the best that they can and to feel loved and taken care of while they are here.
The Wesleyan Difference is because of the residents and because of the staff. It's because of our faith-based community. It's because of all the support we get from our volunteers, from the donors, from the board, from the community in general, because we've been around for 50 years, and so it's ingrained in this community.
It is a faith-based nonprofit organization, and we do place a significant emphasis in the spiritual well-being of our residents. The Wesleyan at Scenic embraces that as an important part of a person's life and rehabilitation stay, and we don't shy away from that. We wear our spirituality and our commitment to God and our responsibilities on our sleeves, and I think there's value to that in the healing process.
Wesleyan at Scenic is a place that really has just this warmth and this depth of human contact that is there, and the care and the compassion that's given is just tops.
What the Wesleyan Difference means to me and what it means to a lot of people that work for Wesleyan is me. It is the attitude. It is the care that each individual has for the people we're taking care of. And we want to make sure that they're cared with compassion, with love, with dignity. And I personally feel that we try to care for them as family. They are part of the Wesleyan family.
The Wesleyan Difference to me means the people that work at Wesleyan. Without a doubt, every facility that my mom was at had people that really were nice, knew their business, but more importantly, there were people that really actually cared and loved her. That made the difference. That is the Wesleyan Difference.
Before living here, I didn't have any real fear of what was coming because I believe in what the Wesleyan does. It's a part of the church.
Advice to somebody that's thinking about whether they might want to come here or not, I would like to suggest that they plan on 2 or 3 years down the road. That gives them time enough to really get their mind set on it and to become accustomed to it, and think about all the freedoms that that's going to offer you.
Come and visit and get acquainted with the facilities and possibly have a meal. And I'm sure that the staff can arrange for that, and I'm sure that there are residents that would be able to be a host to them when they come and show them around and answer all their questions. I would certainly be willing to take somebody, under my wing and show them around.
It's a difficult decision for a family or resident to make to come to a skilled nursing facility. And it's a personalized decision. So what we do is we sit down with each family, we talk about their goals and their needs, and we match that with what we do and the services that we provide, and we see if it's a right fit and if the timing is right for them, because ultimately we're not going to make that decision for them.
A person or a family knows that hospice is the right choice at this time when they've come to a point where quality of life becomes more important than quantity of life. Or family is to a point where they can't do it on their own anymore, and they really need some help.
When you're told in the community that the Wesleyan is a legacy and legend of Georgetown, becoming part of that legacy and that legend has been one of the best parts of my life.
we've just met so many interesting people. So just imagine all that history of the lives we've touched over the years, and every resident has an interesting story.
The friendliness of this place is what creates this very long waiting list to get in here. I have talked to other people, and they have said that, oh, I don't want my mother coming anywhere but here. From what I've seen, talking to people who live here, you know, they're not going to make up stories for anybody's benefit. They're going to tell the truth. And everybody has the same story to tell as I do. We all feel this way about it, as far as I know.
I think for most people I know that are not quite sure, I tell them they've waited too long already. I really think they have, because it's just such a wonderful place to live.
And I would tell everybody and anybody, and I do, that the Wesleyan is a place to come and try to get their family members in.
Once you make a decision, don't look back. Charge ahead and don't look back.